The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Now it's Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go, go, go. Key 26, key 26. Heavy, 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 heavy.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They'll run with Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Miller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Lamar Miller.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 28-yard line.
Ringo, you can't block me. You don't go 46.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Prescott, he'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
P19! Check, 59.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Alpha! 59. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mike, 58, right there. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 58 to Mike. Hey, Zoo. Rip right. 58 to Mike.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
It's been a long day for you.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller, 56 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Check.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7, and they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Looking to throw. Prescott completes it to Miller. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He completes it to Bryant. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the 31, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Going for it on fourth down. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A first down carry now for Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, hold. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Out. Slam.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Down 80. Mike, 58, right there. Go. Go. 58 to Mike, 58. Go.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he'll find Hall. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing is Allen on third. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
There we go. 4-8. 59. What we got?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. Succop's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Lucky.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That play is just another example of how the corner has evolved in the NFL. You don't necessarily have to have a really tall guy. What you're looking for is length, right? You look for that arm span, able to get a hand in late in the play and affect it.
And the height, it makes it harder to complete deep balls like the one we just saw.
Wild Bill. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Come on, D. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Stop your whining. And 58 is a Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Mike's 59. You ain't going nowhere. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
56. 59. Target. Hey, exit. Mike, check. 59. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike's 5'9". Pick it up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Lamar Miller, 35 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light.
He's got a man, complete, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Pass 85, pass 85. Check. Pass. Bravo. 52.
Throwing now is Allen. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, the spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. This is Miller. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A first down throw for Prescott. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, here's Love. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You don't want no problem from me.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, kill.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Darian Stewart. The 40. He's at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Pollard going to try the right side. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. And an alley to run. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Again, it's Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.